Oh God, every time I say I'm getting off, something happens. Anyway, this is a reference to the situation with Shador Sanders and the hypocrisy of it all. Okay, just think like this. You had, before Shador Sanders was even thought about playing in the NFL, you had Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel, mainly Johnny Manziel. If you go back and look at Johnny Manziel, bad, bad. He was arrested. He had all kind of issues. And I mean, literally. But the Cleveland Browns did not have any. They supported him. They still let him play. They didn't hold him back. They didn't even put him and say, hey, you can't play this game. We're going to, whatever, unless he had to go to court. But literally, they supported this guy through every single criminal activity that he went through. And he even said it when he did an interview recently on TV. He said it, yeah. I think it was on Club Shay Shay talking about it. But then you turn around and you can even talk about Baker Mayfield, his little, sometimes when he had issues. The media didn't have, the corporate media had nothing to say. Neither did ESPN and all those analysts. Yeah, they talked a little trash about him, but they did not talk about him or the other ones or anything that happened with Eli Manning's draft picks or anything like that in the magnitude they are trying to destroy Shador Sanders. What is happening currently in Cleveland is what we call a suppression. It's almost like being back in the 1965s. I mean, back before 1965, back in Jim Crow, where you have a league of the majority Caucasian owners and you have the majority African American players, or we'll say black players, because I don't want to disrespect people who actually were born in Africa. But anyway, you have a league of black players, melanated players, and you have Caucasian owners. And some of them have that Jim Crow mentality. So, and not just that, some players do. That's why a lot of locker rooms, ex-players are coming out talking about how the locker rooms are split in half, how there's racism in the locker rooms, how people are saying racist words. Think about how the NFL erased the word in racism out of the end zone. Why would you want to erase that if your league is predominantly melanated and they're the ones being racism towards? I'm confused. Yeah. The commissioner. Yeah, and everybody that works in that office. What I'm seeing with Shador, I got one, I was like, God, this is like a lot. Like, even from me, like, wanting to post about him, I literally said, I wish for one day I could just be, like, his mom came out and spoke out against, I didn't want to say his name, Rex. Yeah, Mr. So-called Rex, looking like he got a facelift, Ryan. Yeah, spoke out against the lies that he put out about Shador. His mom posted something, but I wish I could have posted for her. Yeah, I truly do. Because what I would have told Rex Ryan is, where was that same energy when, because you were in the league when Baker Mayfield was in the league, and when Johnny Manziel was in the league, and when Eli Manning's dad was complaining, basically plotting for where his son was going to go. And them ain't the only ones. There are other ones. Where was that same energy when those Caucasian players were getting preferential treatment and getting a good old boy system treatment? Rex. Not just that. Here we are now, and my team, the all-out Pittsburgh Steelers, is about to be playing the Cleveland Browns. And like I said, I support anybody to play at CU. But this weekend, of course, I got to go for my team, Pittsburgh. And I truly hope that they drag. I am calling out to TJ Watt. I am calling out to our defense. If you ain't ever played hard in your entire life, I need you to play hard this game. I need you to drag Cincinnati's offense. I'm not going to say drag their defense because we know how they get down Myles Garrett's piece. And I got to give them credit where credit is due. But I need y'all to drag them. I really do. I need y'all to sack him multiple times. Yes. If you ain't ever was thinking about eat like this, I need you to be thinking about that this Sunday more than anything. Yeah. Because I just feel like the fact that the Cleveland franchise is talking about, oh, as bad as dang on Joe Flacco looked, he needs to just retire. For real. Because what he's doing, even like when he came out and made a comment about Shador allegedly recently, he needs to retire. Because he is not Aaron Rodgers. He's not an Aaron Rodgers. I ain't going to lie. And I have to apologize, Aaron. I thought you was done. But Aaron has been doing decent. Yeah. He's getting his little, his little groove back. But he's been doing way better than Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco looks like he just came out of college and he's still learning. And that's depressing. But y'all in Cleveland literally said that Dylan Gabriel will get the start, allegedly, and then Joe Flacco will be his backup. Think about that, people. Why would they do that? If they are not trying to suppress, they call him the kid, meaning Shador, and suppress his talents. Because, see, they know that Shador is better than Gabriel. Gabriel's never been rated higher than Shador for anything. Ever. Who got the Johnny Unitas football arm trophy? Not Dylan. Shador did. And the only reason why Shador wasn't in the Heisman voting was because Travis was in there. I don't care what nobody say. Because when you look at Shador's stats compared to Cam, Dylan and all, and not Gentry, you will see that his stats, his actual stats make them look bad. Even Cam came out and said that Shador is a good player. Like, he didn't deserve what he got in the draft. I think Cam is even frustrated about the whole thing. Probably why he can't play, because that was his boy. They actually trained under, I can't think of his name right now, but the same quarterback trainer. Yeah. So you got to think, you train with somebody every single day. You know how they play. You can see it. You've seen his games. Yeah. And then he gets drafted in the 5th round. Come on now. I not only want the Steelers to drag them this week, but I am, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I need the defense to do everything. I want to win, but I really need you defense to hold it down. Yeah. If Shador's in the game, just we want to win, but don't hurt him. If he was to get in the game. Yeah. Because it's about making a statement. I don't want nobody hurt, but I want to see Cleveland needs to have to go to Shador. Because what we are seeing in true form is pure racism. That's all it is. There is no way to even slice or dice this anymore. It is racism and suppressing an individual's voice. And that is why Shador did that video or that interview the way he did. Rex said he talked too much, so he did an interview and he wasn't talking. But then he still complained. No matter what the kid does, because he's a young man to me, they still going to complain about it. It don't matter. Yeah. They are always looking for a reason to keep him down in Cleveland. Yeah. They talk about, the general manager wants to play him. And the owner wants to play him. But Stefanski said no. I think the general manager owns the team. I think the GM is the boss. Normally, when they speak like Jerry Jones speak, you listen. So either the owner ain't got no cojones and the GM ain't got no cojones because Stefanski is just doing what he wants to do. And that is, they are tearing, and by doing that, they are literally tearing down that franchise even worse than it was already tore down in the first place. Because when you sit back and you look about Cleveland and look at Cleveland and see how many quarterbacks they've been through and how they just keep doing it's like doing the same thing multiple times and thinking it's going to work. No. Giving Deshaun Watson that gigantic contract when you know he didn't deserve to get that. And then now the whole league is using that to justify why other people shouldn't get paid who deserve to get paid. Like the player in Dallas. But you see TJ Watt got paid, even though that's my team. But when it came to a brother getting paid, it was a problem. Yeah. But granted, Deshaun Watson is a brother. But he shouldn't have got paid that much. He wasn't that. He ain't that. He's good, but he ain't that. Yeah. But anyway. Come on, Pittsburgh. Let's do our thing. Help me out. Because I need y'all to drag the Cleveland Browns this weekend. Have a great day.